I wanted to see this. So Yatagarasu has some weird history, and this video goes over all that. So I want to watch it right now.
Yatagarasu is one of the most legendary levels in Geometry Dash history, having some of the most iconic parts the game has ever seen. It would also be crowned as the final top one of Update 2.0, and keep in that position for 6 months until it was ultimately dethroned by Sonic Wave. But Yatagarasu wasn't always like this though, as we will see in this video, where I will cover every lost and unseen part of Yatagarasu.
Yep, lost and unseen parts of Yatagarasu. There's some weird ones, bro. There's some it's like weird history about this. I think it's so interesting. You'll see.
Starting off with a bang, with Anubis' original part. This part would start off the trend of huge glow-ups in the official version very well. And surprisingly, this was one of the last parts to be replaced in the final product.
What? Bro, this is what it looked like?
Could you imagine?
Bro, it went from this to this. Or I'm sorry, the other way around. It went from this to what I just showed. Yo, Yatagarasu would have aged terribly if they didn't update some of the deco. Holy crap.
Could you imagine seeing this sandwiched in between the rest of the level? Our next part is the drop section, being Wheel Wheel 2's part, which you might actually recognize as being the first part in Bloodlux extension.
What? Wait, so they ripped a part out of Yatagarasu and they just straight up put it into Bloodlust?
And hey, if you're enjoying the video
that's so weird
so far, please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 10,000 by the
shout out to Vernosis, go give him some love
in the next year, and your support would mean the world to me. Anyways, let's get back into the video. The next part was made by one of the most infamous hackers in the game's entire history, being Cyclic, who rivaled Riot in the early days of Update 1.9. Cyclic would end up being removed from Yatagarasu after him confessing to hacking all of his achievements. And to be honest, this was one of their better decisions, with this part honestly sucking.
Wait, what? How bad is it? He said it sucks? Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, it didn't age that well. See, this would be really good for Update 1.9, but Yatagarasu's a 2.0 level, you know? Yeah, this is a little basic, too. This just feels like all the other HAL levels at the time. Yo, that's so weird, though.
The creator of Bloodlust also had a part in the original Yatagarasu, being reused in many different levels such as Old Blade of Justice, Bloodlust itself, and even Yatagarasu, which is actually a remake of Yatagarasu. This part would ultimately end up getting replaced with Abstract Dark in the end though.
Oh my. Oh nah, this click would have made me not want to play a level. Yo, thank goodness I got rid of Manix's part. What the heck?
Our next part, in my personal opinion, was the second worst part overall, being an absolute mess and not keeping up with the same decoration standards as even the older parts, being Gyron's part, which partly inspired this video, because on first watch of the original version of Yatagarasu, his part was so bad, I had to mention it into a video.
How bad was it? Don't tell me they planned on leaving the blue pads here. Bro, Gyron, and Gyron is the guy, you know, I have a little track record with him. Yeah, he's hating, bro. Nah, you know what? Validate though. You know why, bro? Because Gyron is evil. If you go to my shorts tab, y'all will see. Where is it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. I gotta go see who made that part. I just want to talk to him. Let's see. Gyron. Okay, Gyron. And then I sent him this lovely message. Hey, validate.
The original part.
I don't like any part he makes.
Is also up there with one of the most generic 2.0 parts ever made, taking huge inspiration from Bloodbath and committing the sin of having teleport portals in a ship part. Like, bro, can we don't?
Wow, that is heavily inspired by Bloodbath.
And remember how I mentioned how Gyron had the second worst part? Well, this part has to take the cake for the worst part made in Yatagarasu's history, being the original ending to the level, having some of the most atrocious gameplay I've ever seen in my life. And thankfully, it got replaced with Michigan's iconic part, which we all know and love today. Well, some of us.
What the heck? Let me see that again. Yeah, and this was supposed to be the end of the level. Bro, Yatagarasu, I'm so happy that the level turned out the way it did, because, like, as you're seeing right now, there's so many things that could have ruined the level. First of all, it was only half as long. The ending was whatever this is. Like, not that it's terrible, but, like, it doesn't look as good as the Yatagarasu we have now. Like, there's so many ways Yatagarasu could have just been ruined. Like, they actually saved the level by, like, sometimes you have to be mean, bro. And they kicked out the creators. They said, you can't be in the level if you're hacking or whatever, or in this part just doesn't fit. They did what they had to do, you know what I mean? And I guess it worked out. Like, if this was Yatagarasu and it ended like this, it would be such a forgettable level. So I'm happy it turned out the way it did.
This next section of parts all made it into the final version of Yatagarasu with some major touch-ups. As we can see in our first revamped part, being Vibrant Ship, having a quite ugly color scheme.
Holy, yo, wow. I can tell this is a work in progress, bro, because this part looks way better now. Like, I think the first part of Yatagarasu is the best part now. This was, I'm glad they upgraded it, jeez. This level got saved, bro.
And one of the only huge changes in the later half of Yatagarasu is the unnerfed version of CSX42.
Oh, yeah, this part was impossible, except for Zoink. Zoink did this part, but nobody else did.
Having some of the most unbalanced.
So yeah, normally that's the wave gap, right? It's tight, but it's not bad.
Gameplay in the entire level.
And then yeah, this is what it turns. It literally had spikes like all over. Like it wasn't even realistic, bro.
Which somehow ended up getting verified by Zoink.
Yeah, Zoink is such a jerk for verifying us, bro. Like, I'm like, yay, I beat Yatagarasu. Then he goes and verifies unnerfed Yatagarasu. Just a stunt. Just a stunt. Classic Zoink. Just kidding. We love Zoink. Yeah, no thank you.
And the most iconic part that's ever been removed in Yatagarasu's history is Sir's version of Jazor's wave.
Don't mind me. I'm just.
I remember this, bro.
Don't mind me, huh?
He got so mad at that wave, one of the verifiers back then, that he deleted it.
Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. No.
Yeah, and he saved it on accident. And back then, we didn't have, like, the stuff we could do. We could just revert it and do it. Like, he actually deleted it. And so they had to, like, redo it.
No.
Bro, they should have left it like that, bro. This part sucks. It's too hard.
No, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to exit out.
Man, I miss it. But with that, that's all the old parts that were built into the level originally.
What's this background song? I like it.
But Vibrant hosted a creator contest all the way back in 2016. So I wanted to include some of the entries that almost made it in as a bonus to see what we could have had in the final version of Yatagarasu. We're going to start off with Manix's second part that almost made it into Yatagarasu, which many people don't even know, with this part placing at number 9 on Vibrant's list.
Nah, they didn't pick this one, bro. This would have been so tough, actually. I mean, it doesn't really fit Yatagarasu, but like at the same time, yeah, it would have, because Findexi's part kind of looks like this. Yo, this would have been cool, actually. I like this part. I'm surprised.
Following up with another legendary creator, Navaboy, who created quite the visual masterpiece for its time. His part would look fantastic, but honestly, this gameplay would be completely atrocious, and ended up landing his part at number 8.
Dude, this looks so cool. This gameplay does look freaking hard. I mean, surely they could have fixed the gameplay and kept the decoration. Dude, I've never seen this. This is just deleted? This is so cool. No one survived.
This next part was created by the underrated creator.
Yo, that part should have stayed, bro. I almost like that more than abstract art.
Named Juvia, who honestly was a bit ahead of their time, but unfortunately for them, their part ended up at number 7.
This part's a little messy, but I do like it.
This next part was honestly really unique. It was quite the surprise off of first watch, with Alex PG's entry using mostly move triggers in a way we haven't really seen done in a level just yet. And with this part, he'd end up at number 6.
Oh, this is cool. That's cool. Yo, there were so many good Yatagarasu parts made for the Yatagarasu creator contest that just didn't make it, which I guess is how it is. Like, only one part can make it. That sucks, though. There's so much good stuff.
That none of you knew about, being Rustum's part, which ultimately got put into his own infamous level named Devil Vortex.
Yeah, this is funny. Rustum made a part for the Yatagarasu creator contest. It didn't get in, so he was like, well, it's fine. I'm going to put it in my own level. So we put it in Devil Vortex.
Which, let's just say, has a bit of history. But with this art style not really matching the rest of Yatagarasu, this part would end up giving him the number 5 spot.
Yeah, look familiar? He literally just ripped it out of this and put it into Devil Vortex. That's so funny.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not completely sure how this part made it this high. With Codex's part looking quite generic, looking like an average 7-star, quite strange to see this in the middle of Yatagarasu.
Oh my. Okay, this is really cool, but this would not have fit Yatagarasu at all. W Codex, though. That would not have fit, though.
Laser Blitz would also have an entry.
Laser Blitz?
Pretty high at 3rd place, which, albeit, also seemed a bit generic at the time.
Again, I like this, but it looks a little bit too technological. Like, Yatagarasu has like a more hellish vibe, I guess. This is a little bit more too techy. I can see why this part didn't win. It's cool, though, but it wouldn't have fit Yatagarasu. I'm glad it didn't win.
You may also recognize Terron's part, which landed 2nd place in Vibrant's Creator Contest. But since this part wasn't added to Yatagarasu, it actually didn't get scrapped, with it being reused in Crimson Planet, making one of the highlights of that level.
No way. Wow, this is nice. I'm glad they reused it.
And if you're curious of who the winner of the contest was,
yeah, wait, who did win?
It was Abstract Dark's part.
Oh, right. This part. You know, the thing is, this is almost one of my least favorite parts of Yatagarasu. I feel like it's like too red, like you can't even see what's happening. But it is a good part. I do like it. I could see. I almost. I feel like. What were the 2 parts? There was the last one that they just showed, and there was another part I thought could have been cool. But I think Abstract Dark ultimately worked out. I think it fits the vibe a little more.
Which you can see is definitely the best part of the bunch. But with that, I want to thank you all for watching. Comment down below. Were there any parts you preferred over the release version? Or
I don't know.
Do you think Yatagarasu turned out perfect the way it is? Also, before the video ends, make sure to check out Mewtwo. He played a major part in helping me research these parts.
W Mewtwo.
And this video would honestly not be possible without him. And with that, thank you all for watching.
Yeah, W video, go give Vernosis some love, guys. That was really cool. I just gotta say, I am so happy Yatagarasu turned out the way it did. Because, like, if any of these other parts made it in or weren't upgraded, bro, this level would have been so much worse. Like, not that this is the worst thing ever, but, like, you know, it's not up to par with Yatagarasu. Like, Yatagarasu's good, bro.